Hi everybody, welcome back. Today is July 19th. It's about a little after 2 in the afternoon, and we're here in the thriving megalopolis of Knife River in Minnesota on the North Shore here. Thriving because, wow, there goes a car. Oh, there goes a propane truck. Sorry about that. Anyway, but there's a couple of tourist spots in town here. One over my shoulder here that you can see used to be Emily's, and used to be the post office in there, and then the post office got too big, they moved out. Emily's Eatery, but they haven't been a restaurant now for quite a while. And there's down the road behind me a little bit, there's another place there for fish. Smoked fish, and a great place to stop for whitefish, trout, salmon, and all that. And behind me here is another place. I don't know if it's renowned, world renowned or whatever, but a lot of people know about this. They come from all over. Tourists and even locals alike will come over to the Great Lakes Candy Kitchen here. So let's head on in and take a little cruise around at the one of the local establishments here. Well, if you have a sweet tooth, this is definitely a great place for you to be. You've got lots of things here. As you can see, it is fairly popular. And over here you got all sorts of candies, chocolates, you name it, everything's there. And then we come, excuse me gentlemen, and anything you'd ever want up here, including people from Louisiana. Hi Mike.
Hey Jeff, how are you?
Well, a long time no see.
Yeah.
Well, what brings you up here?
The weather.
The weather. You know,
95 and humid right now.
I have heard you complain about the weather a little bit in some of your videos. And when it gets up 95, 100 degrees, high humidity. And
we left at 3:45 in the morning last week, and it was 83 degrees in the carport. So
in the morning. In the morning.
3:45 in the morning.
Oh my goodness, that's. If we get up to 83 degrees here, it's a hot day. You know?
And of course, I'm freezing right now.
Yeah, you are.
55 degrees and glowing.
You got goosebumps and everything there?
Yeah, it's cold.
Well, it is, just checked the temperature, it is 54 degrees out there right now, according to my sensor back at home there. So it's a chilly one.
You never know who walks in this candy
Yeah,
shop.
I know.
Look at there.
Well, as you said, they come from all over, and I guess you do, all the way from southeast Louisiana.
Yeah, what would you think about a guy keeping bees up here in this area?
I don't know. Right here next to the lake, not a great spot, but you get a little bit farther away from Lake Superior, and it gets to be a little better than this. So
We need to go take a trip up to your place and take a look at your yard anyway, even though you have no bees left there.
well, I got a few left there, but they're not going to be too active right now because of the cloudy weather. But we can go take a look.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And we can check out on that swarm that just happened last week. So.
A swarm.
On the
July.
swarm.
It's almost August. You have a swarm.
It's my first swarm, and hopefully only swarm this year. So. All right, well.
All right, we're going to make a purchase.
Let's go do bees?
Yeah, let's go do
Well,
bees.
let's get some candy first, then let's go do some bees.
Or we'll at least look at the bees.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Windy Ridge Apiaries. And you don't know me by now, my name is Jeff, the beekeeper at Windy Ridge Apiaries. And as Mike just indicated in one of his videos, I'm a hobby beekeeper. What a hoot that was meeting Mike down there in the thriving megalopolis of Knife River. And we had such a good time up here at my place, walking around the yard, looking at flowers and the bee yard. etc. And just talking. Boy, I wish I could have lasted longer, but he had places to be. So Mike, thank you very much. I do appreciate you stopping by. I'd like to also thank him for the shout out, and since then I've gotten new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. I hope I earned that, and pretty excited about it, but I'm also a little nervous about it too, because as I may have mentioned a time or two in the past, I'm more comfortable behind the camera than in front of the camera. I've been doing photography stuff since I was a sophomore in high school, and much rather be behind the camera, pushing the shutter button, and sometimes even the bulb. I got some old cameras. Maybe someday I'll drag those out when winter rolls around and we're starting to run out of things to talk about here. But today is August 14th. It's maybe about maybe closer to 4:30 in the afternoon here. As you can maybe see here, about 70 degrees out there. This is saying 40%, a little over 40% humidity. I think is a little, I don't know, that could be pretty close to right, but nice day to be out here on the deck. I've been out on the deck a couple times before. It's been really windy and whatnot, but today we lucked out. And we also have a bunch of chickadees, and once in a while black cap chickadees, that is, and once in a while the red-breasted nuthatch will come in, and we'll see them too. But boy, these birds are hardy. They're year-round residents here, northeast Minnesota, and glad to see their one almost just landed on the camera there, but just don't deposit anything on there, all right? And but fun to see them all around the year here, and their numbers have grown a little bit. Of course, nesting season is almost over here. In fact, the woods now are getting very quiet, meaning not a whole lot of birds out there singing. So you know what that means. That means fall is coming. For us, our first frost could be only a month out or so, maybe a little longer. Last year it was a lot longer out because we had a unusually warm fall, but there you go. This year so far has been unusually cool up here, so I'm not expecting to get a lot of warmth extension this year. Well, time will tell. We'll see. So again, Mike was here, and I want to make sure that I'll put down below here a link in the description, and also up here I'll put in what YouTube calls a card. In other words, a little pop-up window up here. And if you haven't seen it yet, which I suspect most of you have, go check that out. It was a fun time. And thanks again, Mike. And let's see. Coming up here next in the video, we're kind of going to be time travelers today, because we started out with Mike. Then I'm going to go back in time a little further, probably I think it was beginning of June, end of May, and we're going to look at the flowering plants that I had recorded, that I mentioned in Mike's video. And that's going to be it for today. But I do want to remind everybody that there's going to be a really fun conference coming up, January 4th, 5th, and 6th, I believe it is. And it's down in Louisville. I'm told that's the proper way to pronounce it. Louisville, not Louisville or Louisville, but Louisville. And even the chickadee up here is going, what? But anyway, the North American Honeybee Expo, North American Honeybee Expo. I'll be there. My beautiful young bride, AKA the Windy Ridge Apiaries YouTube channel executive producer, will be there. And we'll be, of course, attending a lot of the, oh my, we got fighting even going up here with some of the nuthatches. I even saw an American goldfinch come flying in a little bit here. They're a little more skittish. I don't think they'll come in. But these birds here, as you can see, just right by me. In fact, sometimes their wings hit me, and they're pretty bold little birds. All right. Anyway, back to North American Honeybee Expo. Came in and Laura's going to put on what I suspect will be an awesome show. And lots of vendors will be there. Last I heard, there's going to be at least 90 vendors. And last I heard, there's at least right on 1,500 tickets sold already. So if you haven't done so, I'd say get out to that website. Just Google North American Honeybee Expo and get out there and get your tickets in now. Hope to see some of you there. And if I don't recognize you, that's because I've probably never seen your face before, but you've seen mine. So I might go, what? Because it's going to take me a while to get through my head that you know me, but I don't know you. So don't be afraid to introduce yourself. And look forward to seeing you there. So without further ado, hello everybody. It is now May 24th. If you recall, yesterday we were up at Arrowhead Bee Yard. It was 84 degrees there. By the time we got back here, it was in the upper 50s. I believe it was 58 or something like that. And now the next day, we are peaking out here at about 4 in the afternoon at 39 degrees. Oh yes, I have a hoodie on today. It's crazy. Welcome to northern Minnesota. Now, if you don't like the weather 1 minute, just wait till the next day and then you'll have something else. So with that, of course the bees are, once in a while I see a girl come flying out, and hopefully they're coming back, but it's pretty chilly out here. And I thought, well, rather than work on the actual hives today, I would take a look at some of the flowering plants that are around here. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that all of these flowering plants are what our bees will be going for. In fact, I wish it was warmer so I could see if they actually go out and after these plants, but I'm kind of certain that they do. So first, you'll probably remember last month I went around and we looked at what was blooming then. We looked at the paper birch, which the catkins were still all closed up and tight, alder and pussy willows. Well, today we're going to start with the paper birch again, and this time it's almost over for them. Let me grab the branch here and bring it down. Well, there you can see that the catkins have finally come out. And remember, before they were maybe an inch or so long, but now look how much they've expanded here. So we have the paper birch catkins coming in, and that's good news. In fact, like I said, they're almost done. Not necessarily because they're done blooming, is because the wind is kind of blowing them off. You see a lot of them down on the ground here. So paper birch. Now the next one we're going to look at is not too far away. Let's just pop right over here up on top of the mound a little bit and direct the camera down. And by golly, you can just barely see some yellow in here. Yes, dandelions. Hopefully you recognize those. Unless you've been hiding under a rock for many years. Yeah, we finally have a bunch of dandelions. They were kind of out pretty good yesterday, and now they closed up because it's so, I presume because it's cold and there's not enough sun for them to open back up. But we got plenty of those out here on the mound. So let's walk over a little bit farther on the mound here. You see, got a balsam fir that came down here. Is that a balsam fir? Yes, it is. But one of those windstorms has wreaked havoc there. Another paper birch here with some catkins on it, and we'll be talking about this pretty soon here. We got hanging up in the tree here a platform, as I call it, for my swarm traps. And later today I'm going to be going and getting all the swarm trap stuff ready to go out. Well, let's go over here. And another one that's just starting to bloom here. Not sure if I can reach high enough. Oh, I did. Just starting to bloom. And this is red-berried elder. Not to be confused with an elderberry. This is a red-berried elder. And that'll get some beautiful red berries in the fall. And the birds love them, just love them. But tiny little flowers right now, but hopefully, like I said, you can see the other ones up here just starting to open up. So they're just starting to come into being here. And here we are down at the end of the driveway. So we got this tree back here that you can probably see, maybe not too good. I'll pull it down in just a second here. But this is a peculiar, I shouldn't say tree, it's really more of a shrub than anything, but peculiar one. It has these beautiful white flowers in the spring, and then it develops really dark blue, purple, almost black berries by fall. And in the fall, these berries, unless a bird comes along and takes them off, these berries will actually start to dry up and even ferment while they're still on the shrub, on the branches. And so when you walk by these things in the fall, it's like, what is that odor? And it's not foul like a skunk or something like that, but it's just a different odor. And of course, if you live up here long enough, you can smell that and you go, oh yeah, fall is here. So let's take a good close look at this. This is called a downy arrowwood. A downy because the backside leaf has kind of got a nice soft, furry, felty look to it. I know I can't get it close enough to the camera to see, but there you go. So it's downy on the back of the leaf. And why do you suppose they call it arrowwood? Like bow and arrow? Hint, hint? Yeah, maybe we can figure it out from that hint. But anyway, here it is, clusters of berries that will be coming out soon, but really nice white, soft petals on that flower for the downy arrowwood. All right, you go back up and hopefully the bees will be out next time it warms up. Maybe we've already had our summer. That's the big joke around here is we had our one day of summer yesterday. Now we're already into fall, but I'm sure we're not the only ones that say that. So that's it for today's little episode. Just a real short one, but just like, since I can't work on the bees and pulling boxes out of a storeroom are kind of boring, I thought I'd go out and at least get these. Before the rain comes, of course, they've been threatening rain all day, and it has been going by about 20 miles south and west of us here over Duluth, but nothing up here. It's just, for some reason, oh wait, the wind's from the northeast, and it's cold wind, and yeah, that's what the lake does. It creates almost a barrier around the lake. So still dry. We haven't gotten much rain now in several weeks. So fire dangers are high, and actually would be nice to get some rain and warm weather back. So maybe soon. That's it for this one. Looks like the deer had a heyday on this one. When the snowbanks were so high, you can see they're nipped off way up here. But they're sprouting out again, so deer are nature's pruners. Look at that. Oh, but wait, there's more. I forgot to mention, not only is it 39 degrees right now, but parts of Minnesota, maybe even around here, have a frost warning out. So it's going to get chilly once again tonight, down near freezing. And hope it doesn't do that. I think Lake Superior will keep us warm enough with the breeze off the lake that it won't, but you never know. So anyway, frost warning for tonight. But wait, there's more. Yeah, I was in helping Diane, my wife, unload the groceries, put them away, and I went, oh wait, I forgot one out there. So here we are, over next to this interesting looking tree. Probably can't see it up there because it's too much gray sky, but let me pull a branch down. We'll take a look here. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Oh, that was a long stretch. All right, we have here is it's called a pin cherry, P-I-N, pin cherry. Small little red berries like a normal cherry tree would have, but it's called a pin cherry. Close relative to choke cherries and other types of trees like that, but anyway, if you can see the leaves just starting to sprout out here, they definitely look like a cherry type leaf on there. Now these will the petals will, you can see they're just starting to bloom. The petals will drop off and they'll turn into, like I said before, nice red cherries, and the birds love these things. I tell you, they just go for them, especially cedar waxwings. Cedar waxwings will go for this and for the, oh, what do you call that? Mountain ash, that's it. Mountain ash trees. I don't see any mountain ash blooming just yet. They'll come a little bit later, but anyway. Another flowering tree. This is an actual tree, not a shrub. So here we go. Well, maybe that's it. As I look around, I could show you the daffodils and hyacinths in my wife's garden there, but yeah, they don't really count as natural, native to the area type trees. So I think that's it for this time, unless I get back in and think of something else. So thanks for joining. We'll catch you again. Thank you for watching this episode from Windy Ridge Apiaries. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on any newly posted videos. And at your discretion, please leave a comment below. And until next time, do a good day.